Namaskar and welcome to pre-welcome to HSCI 6th online graduation. And we are going to be beginning in another couple of minutes. I'm just getting everything set up. And meanwhile, please settle down and get ready for the graduation. I'd also like to welcome all our online viewers, people that are viewing it on YouTube. I'd like to welcome you as well to this wonderful graduation ceremony. For everyone who's graduating, please turn on your cameras. So those that are on Zoom, please turn on your cameras so we can see you. And then we're about to begin in a minute or so. So give it a couple of seconds and then we will start.
Namaste.
All right, now I'm going to let people unmute, use that power carefully. So if you're doing Acharya ji, namaskar and welcome to the graduation.
Namaste ji.
Namaskar. All right, we're going to begin another minute or so. We will begin with the opening prayer, Sahana Bhavatu. I'm going to put you all on mute and I'll chant Om 3 times and then the opening prayer, Sahana Bhavatu, which you can chant along at home. I'm going to make sure the audio settings are okay for that. And this should be fine. And then we will begin with Pandit Neil Ji's invocation. Pandit Neil Ji is a graduate of the HSCI CST program from a few cohorts ago, a wonderful techie and a wonderful singer, as you will see. And then we will begin with, and I'll introduce you to our MC for the day. Kailash, welcome to you. And I'd also like to welcome Christy, welcome to the graduation. I also see some old friends. To all the graduates, I'd like to welcome you. Welcome also to the families of the graduates. Congratulations. I'd like to welcome the HSCI board members that are attending today. Thank you, and once again, welcome. I'd also like to welcome the functional leaders from HSCI that are attending today's graduation. Also like to welcome our esteemed guests, Acharya Arumuganatha Swamiji. Thank you for coming. And I'd also like to welcome our friends from GTU. I see Dean Cocker over here. So welcome and hey, welcome. And also Macy, trying to look for our other friend Kamalji. Not yet, but I'm sure he will join soon.
He is going to join.
He will be joining shortly. All right, wonderful. All right, so I'm going to put everyone on mute, take away your powers of unmuting for a few seconds. And then we're going to begin with the opening prayer, Sahana Bhavatu. For this, just sit comfortably. Sit in any comfortable posture. Sitting with the back straight, the back, neck, and head in a straight line. The back is straight but not stiff. The back, neck, and head are in a straight line. If you're sitting on a chair, make sure you have full foot contact with the floor below. The balls and the heels of the feet are fully resting on the floor. The eyes are closed gently and the expression on the face is relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed. Let the eyes sink a little into their sockets. Let the tongue become heavy and fall down to the bottom of the mouth. Let that relaxation in the tongue travel back to the back of the throat, into the chest, and into your belly. Now, as you inhale, breathe into the belly and let the belly expand. As you exhale, let go. Let go of all your thoughts. Let go of all your preoccupations. Breathing into your belly, let the belly expand. As you exhale, let go and feel a sense of relief sweep through the body. Slow your breath down and settle in to a gentle, comfortable breathing pattern. The opening prayer we're going to chant is a familiar one, Sahana Bhavatu. It creates a safe space for us to engage and to have a wonderful and joyous celebration. Please bring your palms together in Namaskar Mudra, pressing the palms together gently, touching the fingers together gently, gently touching the back of the thumbs into your chest. Now bring your attention to the hollow space between the palms and pay attention to any vibration, any sensation. Stay right here as we chant Om 3 times. Exhale completely. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Inhale, second one. Inhale. Inhale and chant. Sahana bhavatu, Sahanau bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karvavahe, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahaihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take your arms behind you, grab your right wrist with your left hand and breathing in, stretch. Breathing out, bend forward in a deep sense of surrender. Come back up, breathing in, release your hands, rub your palms together to generate some heat, and then gently cup your eyeballs, transfer that heat, and then blinking, open your eyes and pull your palms back like an open book. Namaskar and welcome to HSCI's 6th.
Sorry, may I interrupt you for a second?
Please go right ahead.
Look like the family and friends channel is not on. They're still playing music.
Okay, it is still playing. It is probably behind by a few moments, Kailash ji.
Okay.
So usually the streaming is a little behind the times.
Okay, I'll check it
If
back.
they're still watching music, they're in good hands. All right. Shall we roll? All right. Thank you for that reminder, Kailash. I am now going to introduce to you Pandit Neil ji. Pandit ji is a wonderful scholar and a very amazing kirtan singer, and he graduated a few cohorts ago, and we requested for him to sing for us the opening invocation.
Jai Guru Datta, Om Sat Sri Akal. My name is Pandit Neil Dev Prasad, one of the spiritual leaders here at HCI. I'm also one of the 2nd cohort graduates, and I welcome each and every one of you to this evening's 6th cohort graduation. Let us offer a short prayer as we clasp our hands and gently close our eyes, praying to that God who is but one. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatye Namaha, Shri Guru Charana Kamale Bhyo Namo Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Par Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanam Mrityor Mokshe Yamamruta. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमसधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहं परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो बाकी वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। My dear brothers and sisters, board of directors, and all faculty members, and of course the cohorts, those of you graduating today, you have such an amazing accomplishment. We give praise and thanks this evening to the goddess of knowledge, the goddess of the arts, the goddess of music, Saraswati Mata. Let us pray again. Ya kundendu tushar har dhavala या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणामर्दण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपरमासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवे सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जार्यापहा। ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं सरस्वती माता महारानी की जय। कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद। Greetings once again, congratulations and blessings to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Panditji, for those wonderful prayers. Now I'd like to invite Smriti ji, and I'm going to introduce Smriti ji. She is our MC. The board requested Smriti ji to host the event. And Smriti ji, where are you? Usha ji, would you mind making Smriti ji co-host so that she has all the powers that one needs? Okay, there you go. Done. All right. So Dr. Smriti Krishna is a biomedical scientist and a pioneering Hindu chaplain who has seamlessly blended her passion for science and spirituality throughout her career. With a PhD in molecular biology from India's Regional Cancer Center, she has extensive experience in genetic research and higher education. Dr. Krishna's journey has led her from India to Australia, where she has made significant contributions in academia, community service, and spiritual care. As a volunteer, she has supported palliative care patients and advocated for culturally diverse communities in healthcare settings. Her dedication to spiritual care culminated in her historic appointment as the first female Hindu chaplain in the Australian Defence Force Army. Recognizing the need for specialized training in Hindu spiritual care, Dr. Krishna enrolled in the CST program at HSCI, and as an HSCI graduate today and trailblazer in Hindu chaplaincy, Dr. Krishna continues to expand her knowledge and skills and aiming to provide a comprehensive spiritual care rooted in Hindu traditions. With her unique background, she bridges the worlds of scientific research, the world of education, and chaplaincy, making her a pioneer in bringing Hindu spiritual care to diverse communities and paving the way for future Hindu chaplains in military and healthcare settings. With that said, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Krishna and Smriti ji. Please take over the programming.
I'm Smriti Krishna, a graduating CHT from Melbourne, Australia. It is my privilege to welcome everyone to these auspicious and exciting celebrations today. I would like to begin by paying respect to elders past, present, and emerging as I speak from the land of the Wurundjeri people in Melbourne, Australia. Nvuminjika to all of you. Nvuminjika means to come with a purpose. I believe that this is a perfect way to warmly welcome all of you to today's exciting program as we are gathered here today with a significant purpose. This sixth graduation of HSCI is particularly special as today we will also recognize the first group of interreligious Hindu chaplains. These are the pioneers of the HSCI pathway to HSCI's goal of training 108 Hindu chaplains and the 1008 CHTs around the world. And then we will celebrate the sixth cohort of 2024 graduates of the Hindu chaplaincy pathway and Council of Hindu Tradition courses of HSCI. I bow in namaste to our gurus, esteemed special guests, HSCI board of directors, fellow scholars, family, and friends. Our cohort is true representation of the global Hindu diaspora with scholars from 6 different countries, perfectly depicting the Sanatan concept of Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. With the graduation of the 6th cohort, HSCI is very proud of creating and mentoring 200 Hindu counselors in 6 different countries. In creating the global network of Hindu spiritual care providers, HSCI has also brought awareness of the need for such a care in all communities for the times of need. We have a wonderful program planned for today. You can look forward to the graduation address by the guest of honor, Acharya Arumugananda Swami of Koi Hindu Monastery, who has always supported this HSCI endeavors. We will also hear from the HSCI 2024 Karma Yoga honorees, Dr. Mukund Acharya ji and Dr. Mihir Meghani ji. Our distinguished Dean, Gaurav ji, will conduct the graduation and oath ceremonies. Kailash ji, the president of HSCI, will share his closing remarks. Additionally, we'll enjoy some heartwarming entertainment of dance and music thoughtfully arranged by our favorite Usha Narasimhan ji. So without any further ado, it's my privilege to present to you Sri Gaurav Rastogi ji, co-founder, dean and CTO of HSCI. He is one unique person who actually doesn't need any introduction to this cohort. In helping build HSCI, Gaurav ji has brought into play his impressive background in executive management in the IT sector, consulting, advanced yoga, and scholarship in Hindu tradition and Bhagavad Gita. A Karma Yogi in true sense, Gaurav ji is someone who inspires us all with his insight, clarity, and wisdom. During my coursework with HSCI, I often wondered how effortlessly he keeps the class engaging and pushes us to pursue the path of knowledge and learn more than what is discussed within the class. Gaurav ji, it's an honor to share the knowledge and space with you and humbly welcome you to deliver the Dean's address.
Namaskar. Thank you very much, Smriti ji, and Namaskar, and welcome again to everyone. Welcome to Acharya ji. It is so kind of you to join us today. I'd welcome our colleagues from GTU who are here to celebrate with us, as they have always been over the last few graduations. This is our 6th graduation and our 5th online graduation that we're doing. Truly a global event. And I also once again welcome the HSCI board, HSCI functional leaders. Congratulations to all the scholars graduating today, and to your families and friends all over the world that are watching this event. I welcome all of you to today's event. Now, okay, all right, so something happened, all right. Now, HSCI started in 2018 in a tiny, cramped room in Silicon Valley, but with big ambitions to become a prestigious institution for the Hindu diaspora. Our goal is to put the Hindu tradition to work in the service of humanity, and by so doing, transmitting this living tradition to future generations. Now, as we gather today, I'm reminded of the profound journey that we've embarked on together. We stand at the intersection of timeless wisdom and cutting-edge innovation. I come to you from Silicon Valley, where much of this happens. And this sense of a timeless, unchanging wisdom and cutting-edge innovation are much like the spokes of a wheel connecting the ancient hub to the modern rim. Now, the wheel of reinvention in the grand tapestry of Sanatan Dharma, each generation, all of us are called upon to turn this wheel of reinvention. We're not mere custodians of the tradition, but its vibrant interpreters. We're tasked with ensuring its relevance to an ever-changing world. And my friends, we've been doing just that by bringing the Hindu tradition into the realm of spiritual care. Later today, I'll show you a little bit of the technology and talk to you about it. But our ambitions are to continue to push forward the tradition into the modern world. As engineers at heart, as many of us in the founding teams are engineers, lapsed or otherwise, we couldn't stop there. We had to dial it up to 11, didn't we? So we've harnessed technology to make spiritual care accessible to anyone, anytime, and anywhere. And we're taking the eternal wisdom of Dharma and moving and giving it the reach of the digital age. And now that this flywheel is in motion, it's gained momentum of its own. Our vision for 108 chaplains and 1,008 counselors seemed ambitious when we first stated it only a little over a couple of years ago. But look at us now. In just our second year or plus of this vision, we're already 20% of our way there. You're going to meet some of the chaplains that have graduated from our programs together with GTU, and you're going to meet all the counselors that are here. That's not just progress, it's a spiritual revolution that's underway. And we could not have achieved this without the incredible support and guidance of our partners. The Graduate Theological Union, GTU, in Berkeley has provided the academic rigor and the interfaith perspective that's essential for our program. The Motwani Jadeja Foundation, MJF, specific thanks to Ashaji. Ashaji has been instrumental in supporting our mission through the fellowship program, enabling more Hindu chaplains to join our ranks. And Hinduism today, Acharyaji is here, have lent your voice and your reach to amplify our message and mission. The best of humanity. This class, this remarkable group of individuals you're going to meet today, represents the best of humanity. You are the bridge between the timeless and the timely, Sanatana and Dharma, the sacred and the scientific. You embody the spirit of Karma Yoga, turning your knowledge into selfless service. As you step out into the world as Hindu spiritual care providers, remember that you're not just practitioners, but pioneers. You are the ones turning the crank of tradition, ensuring that the wheel of Dharma continues to roll smoothly into the future. In conclusion, may your journey be as enlightening as it is impactful. May you bring comfort where there is distress, clarity where there is confusion, and light where there is darkness. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. And remember, in this cosmic dance of existence, you are now the choreographers of compassion, the architects of solace, and the engineers of enlightenment. So go forth and illuminate the world with your wisdom and care. Hari Om. Congratulations again. Now I'd like to invite, I think, Ushaji, you're up next to introduce the next program.
Yes, thank you, Gauraji. I can smoothly segue into a little entertainment. We have a dance Pranavalaya, right? It's a group dance and it'll express quite a lot of the feelings that Gauraji has already explained. Gauraji.
प्रणवालय पाहि परिपालय परमेशी कमलालय श्रीदेवी कुरिपिंचवे करुणाम्बुरासी धीं तारा जतुलतो प्राणमे नाट्यं चेसे गतुलतो नाम शतं मूल नतुलतो नापैननी चुप्वापेला शरणन्तिने जननी नादविनोदिनी भुवन पालिनी वे अनाथ रक्षणनी నా ఆలోచనే నిరంతరం నీకు నివాళినివ్వాలని నాలో ఆవేదనే నువ్వు ఆదరించేలా నివేదనవ్వాలని దేహమునే కోవెలగా నిన్ను కొలువుంచా జీవముతో భావముతో సేవలు చేసా ప్రతి ఋతువు ప్రతి కృతువు నీవని ఎంచా సతతము నీ స్మరణే ధీం తానా ధీం ధీం తానా జతులతో ప్రాణమే నాట్యం చేసే గతులతో నామశతం మూల నతులతో నా పైన నీ చూపు ఆపేలా శరణంటినే జనని నాద వినోదిని భువన పాలిని వే అనాథ రక్షణ నీది కాదటే మురవిని చేరవటే
That's a wonderful performance, and it's always fun to see these kids.
Thank
Priti
you
ji.
so much. Thank you so much, Tushaji. That is a beautifully choreographed event. Now, at this time, I would now like to invite HSCI President Dr. Kailash Joshi ji to tell the exciting story of Hindu chaplaincy pathway and the pioneers who have shown the way for many others to follow. He will also talk about the excellent cooperation with GTU and NJF. Over to you, Kailash ji.
Kailash ji, you might have to unmute yourself. Kailash ji, we can't hear you. Kailash ji, we can't hear you. Okay. Okay, now you're on mute. You're good to
Okay,
go.
I'm sorry. I was unable to unmute myself. So somehow, okay.
Sorry.
Well, my wholehearted welcome and namaste to everyone on this very, very special day. Before I acknowledge and welcome everyone, I do want to mention to the class, 8 weeks without a discussion, it seems very boring. So, so we have missed you all very much on our regular discussions, and hopefully we have a new cohort and you will stay engaged. Foremost, I want to welcome Acharya ji from the Kauai Monastery for his generous participation in this program with us. Our two honorees, Dr. Megani and Dr. Acharya, our scholars who are graduating, chaplains who are being honored, families and friends who are joining us, functional leaders. We have so many supports and constituents in this institution. It's mind-boggling, and it's also very humbling and very, energizing in many, many ways. I also want to welcome our GTU friends, Dr. Ocker, the interim dean and the VP of Academic Affairs, and Dr. Kamal, the director of the chaplaincy program, GTU. And we'll invite him to address a bit of the.
Kailash ji, I also wanted to say Dr. Subhash Kak is here, and Asha ji is here, Dr. Asha Shipman. So.
Oh, I'm delighted. Welcome, both of them, our distinguished speakers and visiting lecturers and people in our community who we highly respect. Very happy. So we have, I think Dr. Kim could not join. He was not able to, the president of GTU. Anyway, so we have, so I think what I want to talk about briefly is the seed of the idea that started in the last 10 years. And I have been a lucky participant in that discussion all the way through. Many, many people have joined. And now we are at a level of about 300 of us volunteers who believe in this purpose. The seed of the idea was, how do you take the sweetness of the Hindu tradition, institutionalize it in a way that it can help the global community in the times of need without expecting anything back. And so as we did our brainstorming among ourselves and institutions like GTU, the conclusion was reached that the concept of chaplaincy has now become a vocational concept, not a religious concept as it started centuries ago, and that it has a tremendous elements of goodness built into it. And if we can bring the kit of tools of Hindu tradition, which is so rich and vast, we would have a pretty powerful, compelling kind of a scenario going forward that would be not just limited to the Hindus, but the world at large. So that was the genesis. And then came along our friendship and our cooperation with GTU, which gave birth to the first ever pathway to becoming a Hindu chaplain. That is what we have accomplished together. And we have the first 7 graduates that we're going to recognize today. Some of them may not be able to show up, but we'll give them an opportunity to say a few words about how they feel and how proud we are of them, and the support we got from GTU in the process, and the Motwani Jadeja Foundation, Asha ji, and their contribution to the fellowship program, which made it easier for people to participate. Our chaplaincy pipeline now is over probably 25 people in the program and growing. And we do want to achieve 108 chaplains in the next few years around the world, and 1,008 CHTs, of which we'll be crossing the 200 mark this year. So that is, in a nutshell, the story of a seed of an idea that has become a tree. Today, we are going to show you some fruits. And talking about fruits, my favorite question I ask children is, when I show them an apple seed, I say, how many apples are in this apple seed? And they give all kind of answers. Finally, one smart one comes back and says, infinity. So that is the story here. The goodness that comes out of this kind of a undertaking that we are as part of, the value is basically the apple seed value. It is infinite. The humans you can touch, and how you can get other people to participate in this, and some to become even chaplains. So the opportunity for all of us is quite huge. So with that, I'd like to have Dr. Kamal just talk a little bit about the GTU and our relationship and how the program has flourished with our efforts and all the participation of these outstanding people that have come into the program.
Sorry, I'm going to ask you to unmute. There you go. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
We can hear you now, Dr. Kamal.
Thank you so much, Kalaji. And first of all, congratulations to all the graduates. And I know behind the graduates, there are their families, their children, their friends who also sacrifice the time and support for them. We are proud of this partnership with the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute. And I see in the audience today also our partner organizations, Asha Shipman with the North America Hindu Chaplain Association. I see former graduates, current students, and the current graduates. So we're celebrating every single one of you. We know behind the study itself, there is a great organization that works on the recruitment. And I recognize the resilience and the dedication and the commitment, sometimes the stubbornness of Kalaji and Gravji in terms of finding quality students that we have been having. I'm proud of every single person who came through the doors of what used to be HSCI and now the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute. We welcome this partnership. We want to develop it at a higher speed and to reach more students in different states and different places. So congratulations to the students, congratulations to the founders of this program. And I know the dean is here. We extend our commitment to the Hindu community, Hindu Spiritual Care Institute, to work with you to even bring more quality students and grow the program as well. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Kamal. It's really a pleasure to work with you and your team over there. And next, Gaurav, if you could please get us invite all the first 7. I think we'll recognize Smriti ji later because she has her own.
I wanted to check if Asha ji and Dr. Kako also wanted to congratulate the 7. Asha ji is here, so Asha ji, I'm going to ask to unmute. First, I have to find you. There you go. Yes.
Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me to your graduation. As the Hindu chaplain at Yale University and the chair of the North American Hindu Chaplains Association, I want to wish you a hearty congratulations on this educational milestone. And a special shout out to Bindu ji, who is on our NACA board, and all the students who've been in touch with us at NACA through your educational career. In this work, it is apparent that people are suffering on many fronts, and so many other religious traditions have chaplains. Hindu Americans need Hindu chaplains. They need your training in spiritual care, your empathy for the challenges Hindu Americans face, your ability to listen, legitimize their pain, and offer tools from our Hindu traditions to help them move from a place of suffering to a place of peace and optimism. Kamala Devi Harris is talking a lot about joy. We want to give people opportunities to feel joy. Now, a little shout out for NACA, because I would love to have you all join NACA. Our mission is to offer support for current and aspiring Hindu spiritual caregivers working in higher education, healthcare, corrections, military, and community settings. This also includes creating and disseminating resources on Hindu spiritual care and offering opportunities for professional development and endorsements. We see Hindu chaplains as providing spiritual accompaniment to their care recipients by maintaining an open-hearted, non-judgmental stance and by primarily drawing on dharmic frameworks. With your training, with your experiences, I encourage you to become a member of NACA, engage with our programs, and perhaps join a committee to help us support the increasing number of Hindu chaplains serving in the United States. My congratulations to Hindu Spiritual Care Institute, to GTU for their partnership, and to all of you, once again. It's incredibly exciting to imagine you as peers in this work. It's been an honor to serve as a Hindu chaplain. It's one of the best things I've ever done, and I really hope that all of you get to have fantastic experiences as Hindu spiritual caregivers.
Thank you, Asha ji. Dr. Kak, may I invite you to please say a few words as well? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gaurav ji and Kailash ji, for letting me be a part of this wonderful function that you have to celebrate the graduating chaplains from the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute. We live in the most historical migrations that we are witnessing, or we have witnessed over the last 20-30 years, are only going to accelerate as populations fall very rapidly in Asia and Europe, as we know, as demographers tell us. So people will be moving from here and there. And in this jostling of people from different cultures, we do need more representation of the Hindu way of looking at reality, which in my view is also an antidote to the impersonality which the age of AI seems to inculcate, which is what leads to loneliness and feeling of helplessness and so on. So in fact, let me let this be the first place where I announce it. I just finished a book called The Age of AI, where I am discussing all of these questions, and hopefully, it'll be of some interest to some of you. But in any event, once again, congratulations to all of you for having been a part of this program, doing all that you will be doing wonderful things for everybody, not just those who belong to the Hindu faith, but for others as well. Because as we know, the Hindu Dharma is also called Sanatan Dharma, the eternal way of self-knowledge, which embraces everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Okay, Gauravi, yeah, so we can, I think I'd like to, okay, I can go on, Gauravi?
Please go ahead, Kailash. And I've brought
So
up
I like-
the 8
I like to invite for openers this lady that is in the picture in the middle of Dr. Kamal and Dr. Gauravi and Niti Suta. Niti ji is, she has the distinction of being the first ever Hindu interreligious chaplain trained from our joint program with GTU. She also did it in record time. She's a IT executive and a mother of 2 children and a volunteer in many places. And she took the time to finish this course in record time, made us very proud. And she gets the distinction of being the first, and very close second is Usha ji. But I think Niti ji, you have 30 seconds to say something.
Thank you, Kailash ji. Namaste, everyone. Kailash ji always likes to put me on a pedestal, and it's really hard to, get your thoughts together quickly. It is with deep gratitude and humility that I stand here. And as I reflect on my journey, I completed my CHT course in 2021 and my ICP from GTU in 2023. And, these experiences have been really instrumental in shaping not just in the role as a chaplain, but in my personal growth and spiritual journey. I can't wait to see and hear your experiences. Being the first to graduate as a Hindu chaplain is really an honor and a responsibility. So I believe that as the first, I must also be the first in finding opportunities to serve and embodying the principle of seva in our tradition that we hold so dearly. So together we can build a community of chaplains who not only serve with dedication, but who also inspire others to walk the path of dharma with faith and courage. So thank you, everyone, and congratulations.
And thank you for your continued cooperation and efforts at HSCI. Next one, very close second, is Usha ji. She comes from a business background, law background, and she was also a CHT and did her ICP course. She serves at HSCI as a registrar and probably many other assignments that are not fully defined, but she is always there when something is needed to be done. And she is a go-to person for the whole class, as they will acknowledge. So with that, Usha ji, you're next for your 30 seconds.
Thank you, Kailash. Life takes strange turns, and entering HSCI as it was when I graduated, and then being shoved into GTU, and that something that opened up a whole new experience. These are all that I can say is this is God's will. And I hope to continue on whatever is asked of me, and it's really an honor and a pleasure at HSCI to be able to use my own life experiences and kind of blend it, not even blend it, let it boil with everything, spirituality, HSCI, teachings, all that I listen to, the pravachans, people's life experiences, all of them are like a stew pot inside me, bubbling, and hopefully bring out the best of me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next one is Nisha ji. Nisha ji has also made her contributions at HSCI along with other things. She was the co-chair of our the Chaplaincy Resource Center that we've started for Global Knowledge Center. She was one of the people who started with Nisha ji. So Nisha ji, she's from Australia and has a very impressive academic background that you can see on the brochure. So Nisha ji.
I saw her.
You having a problem?
Yeah, we can go to Madhuri ji right now and then come back to Nisha ji when we.
You were muted.
Madhuri ji, I think may not be able to. Is she attending?
I see her. Yeah.
Oh, Madhuri ji, please.
Yeah.
Madhuri ji also, by the way, has been a big champion of the HSCI programs in Australia. She's been doing recruiting, mentoring, helping people with the projects. She is a nutrition scientist and also very busy in the volunteer work. Okay, Madhuri ji, your turn.
Are we hearing her? Madhuri, we can't hear you. I've asked to unmute. You might have to unmute. Yes, yes.
Namaste, everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure and honor to be with you all today. And it's an experience and a journey that we all started at different phases in life. And as we are traveling together, I think every day is a learning. And it's a good sangha to be all with the Spiritual Care Institute, where everything is so easy to connect and share responsibilities. And it's a pleasure for me to be with you today. Thank you all for the wonderful opportunity. All the best to the newcomers, and thank you for the seniors who has been guiding us all through. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, I'd like to invite Bindu ji. She's the one that Asha ji has referred to, connected with the NACA group also. So she builds a bridge with the two organizations. Bindu ji.
Namaste, everyone. I'm so happy and delighted to be here. I did my HSCI last year, and from GTU I graduated this year. When I started on this journey, I didn't know anything about what a chaplain is. So I'm happy right now to say that I know that. The first time I had to Google it, I don't know if you all had to Google it. But one of the main things that I see is, as a group, we all know what we are doing. Our family, friends know, but there is a vast population of Hindus don't know what chaplains are. So I would say try to tap into somebody new every day and educate them what the importance of a spiritual caregiver is. And that should be on our agenda. That should be our mission. With the seva we do, this should be an added on, which is a real need of the time. And once again, I congratulate all the graduates at HSCI, at GTU, and I'm happy that there are new people who are interested. We become role models. We step out in the community, people want to do what we do. So I'm happy to say there are people interested. So there is an impact. Let it grow. Be that pebble and let that ripples vibrate all the way to HSCI, to GTU, and to the community. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Varsha Kaushal. I think she said she would be unable to join.
Yeah, I'm not. And Jack Gosaiji is also, I think, not here. He said he will try to join. I'm not seeing him.
Yes. So yeah, she is an academic scientist, and also now she's getting into the practical training back east. There is some phase of training that everybody is going through to strengthen their credentials. So we're really happy and very supportive of all that work. You said Panditji is not available, right?
Yes, and yes.
So Nisha is the only one. If she can.
And Smriti ji, of course.
Smriti, I'm going to come to her. I'm talking about the ICPs first. So
yes.
We have, yeah. Nisha ji, can you please come?
No, Kailash, she has laryngitis. She's unable to speak. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
She sends a record. Yeah.
So now I want to talk about another pathway that has been created in these last few years, and that is Smriti ji, the MC for the program. What she did was she went to this called the CPE. Is that the right nomenclature? Right? The training program in 3 cycles, and then she augmented that with the CST course, which she's finishing now. In the meantime, she found a way to get recruited in the Australian Army as a first Hindu female chaplain. So that is, she brings an extraordinary credentials with her, the accomplishment, and this new pathway that she has established. I'm sure many people would find that also an attractive one. So Smriti ji, you have in this role, you have 20 seconds.
Thank you, Kailash-ji and Gaurav-ji. This was not part of our script. So thank you, and thank you to all the gurus. I'm in fact overwhelmed, so I'm not having my thoughts together, but I'm really humbled and honored to be in this position. So as Kailash-ji mentioned, it was truly a new pathway to be finding a position for chaplaincy within defense and within university, and I'm happy and honored that I could pave the way. And together with HSCI, I'm sure and confident that going forward, I can be a conduit or a mentor to a lot of people who are aspiring to follow this path. So I'm indeed indebted to all the faculty for putting together such a big course material, and also this network that you have created, not just internationally, but a small network within Australia. So indeed grateful to the HSCI, and congratulations to all the cohort members here. Well done, all of you, to pull this together in between your busy lifestyle. So thank you, and pranam.
Thank you very much. And so I want to conclude by saying that the design we have now is to have a global knowledge center called HCRC, which has got a library of knowledge assets. It has got case studies. It has got telechaplaincy. We got 3 or 4 very strong legs. It is launched, and that will keep all the thousands or so counselors and chaplains around the world connected into one kind of a source code, so to say, and a mentoring place and a guidance and education place. So that is where we are going. Thank you.
Kailash-ji, there are 2 more people that I'd like to call upon. I know Saiji is here, and Dean Chris Walker from GTU would like to say a few words.
Please go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Chrissy, please go ahead, and then Saiji, if you'd like to. Yes.
Yes, thank you. I am Christopher Walker. I'm interim dean at the Graduate Theological Union. I bring you greetings from President Uriah Kim, who is unable to be here because he's ill. I'd like to offer our congratulations. Well, I'd like to first say actually how fortunate we feel to be in this collaboration with you. We count it a privilege to be part of the formation of Hindu spiritual caregivers. We recognize the importance of your work, and we wish you every success. I want to give you several wishes that I have for you, graduates. I hope that you will feel the privilege of your work. You have the privilege of being a part of people's lives at very important and intimate moments. It is a privilege that we rarely experience outside of our families, and yet you are drawn into that special company. I hope that that's something that you will always care as an awareness. But I also hope that you feel confident in the skills you've learned. I hope that you will be strengthened to apply them with insight and wisdom. I hope that you will bring comfort to those gripped by fear. And I hope that you will give them power to confront the difficult transitions that come to all living things. Congratulations to you, and all best wishes from the GTU.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Saiji is the president of Hindu Council of Australia. And Saiji, would you like to say a few words as well?
One of our graduates too. Yeah.
Gaurav-ji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the graduates across the world who are graduating today, all the scholars. Gives me immense proud to see this year again we have around 15 graduating from Australia out of the 25 who enrolled. this program has come a long way, and over here in Australia, we are also finding pathways to get the scholars in into workforce, to work in various places. That work is progressing. I'll send an update to you all later on how we are progressing on that. But yeah, it's been a great pleasure to see how we progress to this third year, and I'm looking forward to the next year. Namaskar, dhanyawad.
Thank you, Saji.
Okay. So I think that gets us to the next part, Gauravi.
Thank you very much, Kailash. Smriti ji, may I take the opportunity now to introduce Acharya ji? All right, wonderful. I'd like to, with a lot of humility and a lot of regard for our graduation speaker, I'd like to introduce Acharya ji to us. Acharya ji is well known to everyone, all the Hindus across the Hindu diaspora around the world. Acharya Arumuganatha Swamiji is a distinguished spiritual leader and educator serving as the guest of honor for today's event. He is a senior member of the Ganapati Kulam at Kawai's Hindu Monastery and holds the esteemed position of managing editor of Hinduism Today magazine. And I'm sure you subscribe to it and read to it as well, because many of you have joined this program because you read the article that Acharya ji published a few years ago. Now, as a respected Acharya or teacher in the Hindu tradition, Acharya Arumuganatha Swamiji brings deep spiritual wisdom and extensive experience in communicating Hindu teachings to a global audience. His role at Hinduism Today, which is a leading international magazine on Hindu philosophy and culture, has allowed him to bridge ancient wisdom with contemporary issues facing the Hindu diaspora. And over the years, Acharya ji has been a strong supporter of HSCI, and it is through his help that we truly became international. The first scholars from South Africa, Australia, Singapore, Philippines, all heard about our program through our articles published on Hinduism Today. Acharya ji's presence here today highlights the importance of spiritual care and education in preserving and propagating Hindu traditions, especially in the diaspora communities. His insights will undoubtedly enrich our understanding of Hindu chaplaincy and its role in modern society. With that, Acharya ji, we welcome you and we invite you to please address the graduating cohort.
Namaste and greetings from Kawai's Hindu Monastery. Is the sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. We're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, furthest island from any landmass on the planet, oddly enough. My name is Acharya Arumuganatha Swami. I'm managing editor of Hinduism Today magazine. This is our latest issue. It arrived yesterday. I do not know why it is reversed here, but that's what happens when.
It looks fine on our side. It's mirrored on your side.
Oh, does it? It's mirrored to me. Okay, and two of our features here are from Nisha and Smriti on chaplaincy. So this will be available online in another few weeks, but I'll send PDFs of it to everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you.
First, I want to congratulate this large graduating class on their successful completion of the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute's Counselor and Chaplaincy Program. Marvelous accomplishment. As you've heard, we've been strong supporters of Hindu chaplaincy for some years and are pleased with the Institute's recent impressive development and expansion, in particular with its partnership with the Graduate Theological Union and Professor Rita Sharma, who is a longtime friend of ours. GTU it needs to be appreciated for just how unique it is as a religion-friendly graduate institution. You will not find any graduate institution in the United States that takes a friendly view toward Hinduism, just to put it like that. Pretty much every other graduate situation is hostile to Hinduism. Now, you as counselors and chaplains have taken on a significant responsibility, one which will require constant maintenance and upgrades as you develop your ministry. I'll first talk about the concept of a chaplain, then offer some metaphysical and practical insights and advice from the teachings of our founding guru, Sivaya Subramanya Swami, and his successor, Bodhinatha Velan Swami. First, a bit of history, which you may already know. Well, chaplains, as such, originated in the Christian tradition, the concept of a special person who provides spiritual and emotional support and advice is found in all the world's religions. In the 20th century, the Western concept of chaplain changed dramatically, first in the military, then in other institutions, including schools, hospitals, and jails. Christian chaplains found themselves dealing with people of all religions or no religion, whereas previously, when a Protestant chaplain encountered a Catholic, they would feel awkward dealing with them, or even try to convert them to their type of Protestantism. This did not work so well in a military situation where trying to convert a wounded or even dying soldier just didn't feel like the right thing to do. As a result, the military chaplains decided to give the best spiritual and emotional support they could to a soldier, regardless of their religion or lack thereof. It's also true at this time, we're talking the 1940s and 50s, that the message Swami Vivekananda brought 50 years earlier to the Chicago on the truth to be found in all religions had made a significant impact in America, more so than most people realize. This Hindu belief that there is a value in all religions and our consequent lack of any compulsion toward conversion makes it easy for a Hindu to grasp this modern concept of a chaplain who provides comfort to anyone. It is a key to effective chaplaincy to understand the state of mind and religious and spiritual beliefs of the person you are counseling, not colored by your own beliefs. Fortunately, Hindus bring to the chaplaincy a developed metaphysical outlook, particularly our understanding that there are multiple levels or planes of existence, not just this physical plane we inhabit. We have an understanding of the development of the soul over many lifetimes, of the experience of that soul when not in a physical body, and the presence of beings in inner world, beyond Parloka specifically, who can be a help to us in this world. I'm not suggesting that we preach these ideas to those seeking our help, but that we work with this subtle reality to augment our efforts on this plane. For example, we understand when a person is facing the end of their life that they're not about to experience oblivion, or worse, possible eternal damnation. We know that's not going to happen, and can convey the calmness that comes with that understanding to the person. We can also work mentally with the devas, or what the Christians call angels, in the next world, who help with a person's transition. At times, the veil between the worlds may become transparent in the presence of these beings observed by the person, and sometimes the caregiver as well. Something we understand in the hospice world is called the gifts. For other types of chaplaincy, various Hindu systems of thought, such as astrology and Ayurveda, are appropriate, as well as the practices of yoga and the understanding of karma and our various states of mind, especially the subconscious. These all come up in dealing with troubled individuals, marriage counseling, advising students, parenting issues, and so on. One key element to all of this is the spiritual practice of the chaplain themselves, especially daily home worship and regular worship at a temple. Temple worship in particular can be of great help when dealing with a difficult situation because it brings the chaplain closer to the next world, even to the point where one or more devas might travel with them from the temple to help the person they are counseling. You may or may not be able to sense the presence of a deva, but be assured this does happen, and from the inner point of view, actually easily accomplished. Consider it a matter of taking whatever help you can get. Our Gurudev emphasized the importance of recognizing and dealing with the subconscious mind's part in how we face life. By the subconscious, he meant the part of the mind beneath the conscious mind, the storehouse or recorder of all experience, remembered or not, the holder of past impressions, emotional reactions, and desires. Ideally, the subconscious mind would be relatively quiet, not a cauldron of complex, unresolved emotions and undigested experiences, which can lead to all sorts of mental and physical problems. He recommended various means of calming the subconscious, such as hatha yoga and breath control. One method in particular has helped a lot of people. That is what he called subconscious purification by fire, a form of what's also known as journaling. He would have people write down troubling experiences in their life, then burn the paper in an ordinary fire, or write a letter to a loved one or friend describing all the pain, confusion, and hurts they had caused, then burning the letter. This means physically writing, not typing in a computer and deleting. The way this works is it drags all these negative experiences out of the subconscious into the conscious mind, which often will bring insight into the real cause or meaning of the experiences, and thus resolve the expressed subconscious confusion which has stewed for so long in the person's mind and caused so much trouble. This has been remarkably effective for many people. One might spend hours writing down their feelings and thoughts, burning them, then writing some more. It works to calm the mind for both things that happened years ago as well as something that happened yesterday to upset a person. It works to help couples to resolve past issues without a face-to-face confrontation and more. Now, I mentioned astrology and noted the Institute also recommended it. Of course, the issue faced is the Western belief that astrology is a pseudoscience. But Hindu astrology can offer very real insights into what a person is going through, perhaps not so much to provide a solution as to provide at least an explanation and predict a time when the planets will change into a more positive pattern. Ayurveda is also recommended, and it's one of the ancient sciences of India which has very much relevance today. It offers an understanding of the physical body mostly absent from so-called modern medicine, which tends to treat only the symptoms, and usually with a pill, and not the actual cause. At Kwai Adinam, we found Ayurveda very helpful in giving an alternative view of physical problems. One particular interest to me is how a Hindu student survives a university environment with their religion intact. That can be quite a challenge. And it's not because Hinduism is singled out for attack. It is because the university environment is often hostile to all religions, to the point where a devout Christian, for example, pursuing an education in a science, would come under attack from fellow science students for their non-scientific faith-based beliefs if they were to let them be known. I can't say as I'm aware of a blanket solution to this problem, though it probably starts with having the Hindu enter college with a clear understanding of their own religion. It also helps that Hinduism is relatively less than superstitions, and there are lots of Indian scientists and doctors, including Nobel Prize winners, who have been devout Hindus. Another area I've had some personal experience with is criminals. Some years back, I was part of producing an audio CD called Drug-Free Kauai as part of the then mayor's attempt to reduce rampant drug use on the island of Kauai. One part of it was interviews I did with 4 inmates at the local jail, all there for crimes related to drug use and presented as model prisoners well on their way to a changed life. Each explained to me in eloquent detail how they had turned their lives around and were going on to live without drugs. A few years later, all of them were in jail for the same crimes. It made me realize, among other things, that if you engage in such chaplaincy, and it is needed, no doubt, be very careful to not introduce these people to your family, friends, community, and most certainly not to your children, lest they drag one or more of them into their world. I later found from chaplains of other religions that this was for them also a very real concern, and they held such people at arm's length while trying to help them. My parting advice is to take care of yourself first. Find and maintain an inner calmness that assures others the world is okay. God is present, and difficulties can be faced and overcome. Namaste.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Acharya ji, for those wonderful words. Smriti ji, back to you.
I think next is Zachary ji's address to the class.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's going to be my pleasure. I've been assigned the pleasure of introducing the class representative who will be presenting on behalf of this cohort. Dr. Zachary Ginder, right? He is your ideal scholar. And I think the board almost unanimously selected him to speak on behalf of the cohort. He is your ideal scholar, the teacher's dream come true. Always timely with his assignments, his participation was relevant and contributory. One significant leadership hat he chose to wear at HSCI early on was co-chair of HCRC, the Hindu Community Resource Center, which is in its 2nd year of existence. He has taken this program to new levels, orchestrating presentations from a variety of spiritual caregivers. But he's so much more than his identity at HSCI that I sensibly am going to read out a short bio. And you're going to be impressed. Here it goes. Dr. Zachary Ginder is a distinguished professional with a unique blend of clinical expertise and spiritual practice. He holds a doctorate in clinical psychology and a master's in social work with an emphasis in industrial organizational social work. Zachary G is a pediatric healthcare administrator, speaker, and consultant, chairs the Riverside County Children and Families Commission, and represents Riverside County and the residents of Supervisorial District 1. His commitment to service extends beyond his professional roles. Zachary actively contributes to various community-based services and spiritual organizations. His role as co-chair of the HSCI, the Hindu Chaplaincy Resource Center, has helped that arm of HSCI grow so rapidly and significantly. Zachary Ji is a sadhak in the Kriya Yoga tradition and a devotee of Pujya Paramahamsa Yogananda Ji. He is an active member of the Self-Realization Fellowship, the Yogoda Satsanga Society of India, and the SRF/YSS Voluntary League of Disciples, serving as a weekly meditation leader, a kirtan player, I didn't know that about him, and a scheduler. Through his diverse roles in healthcare, community leadership, and spiritual practice, Zachary Ji exemplifies a passionate dedication to serving others and promoting holistic well-being. He currently resides in Riverside County with his wife and daughter. Wow. With a big wow, I welcome you, Zachary Ji, to represent your cohort.
Thank you so much. Namaste, HSCI board members, Dean Rasugoji, respected faculty, honored guests, and my fellow graduates. Wow. As we gather here today, celebrating our journey at the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute, I'm called to reflect back on what initially brought me to this path. Probably like many of you, prior to this program, my spirituality and sadhana played a major role and focus in my life, but the professional self and the spiritual self were not always fully integrated. For me, this brought about a search for how I could more fully braid my steadfast desire to spiritualize the everyday experience through amplifying my existing karma yoga and sadhana. The answer came on a fateful day last year when I received a call about the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute and the Hindu Chaplaincy Pathway. The words actually still ring in my head today as Dr. Kailash Joshi Ji, our beloved HSCI president, told me that we welcome your diverse path and perspective and invite you to join us in putting the Hindu tradition to work. His words meant more to me than he likely knew. You see, for years, I had been asking myself when looking at the spiritual care landscape, where do I fit within this matrix of care? The answer I kept finding was that there was no place for Hindus in a predominantly Abrahamic traditions of chaplaincy and spiritual care. However, as has been demonstrated time and time again during my tenure at HSCI, I've learned that when there is a need within the Hindu community, there will be those ready to take the charge of meeting that need head on. Am I right? So this leads to the next pivotal point in my time in HSCI. As a karma yogi, I have learned that four words can change everything. And these four words are, how can I help? How can I help? This question really embodies the essence of our calling, a calling to support those in need, to support organizations that put our tradition to work within the community, a calling to spiritualize the everyday. I asked these words following my initial conversation with Kailash Ji, and I continue to ask these words whenever appropriate. This question, these four words, have opened the doors to new opportunities, to new ways of thinking, and new ways of approaching circumstances, new ways of building community, of collaborating, to be a part of something that is creating a lasting legacy for Hindus across the globe. To paraphrase my Abrahamic brothers, the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. There's much work to be done, and the need is so great. As Acharya Ji mentioned, each day we are provided with the seeds of change and the ability to germinate these seeds. Every day is an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of others and to make a positive impact, whether it's in direct practice and direct care or even in an organizational setting. Our training has equipped us with a rich toolkit drawn from Hindu philosophy and practices. We've learned to apply these concepts in a myriad of situations and draw upon the wisdom of our sacred texts to provide comfort in the face of some of life's greatest challenges. But these aren't just theoretical concepts. These are practical tools that bring real comfort and healing to those that we serve. So as we graduate today, I'm reminded of the analogy of a spark igniting into an eternal flame. Each of us has entered this institute with a spark, a calling to serve, to heal, to make a difference. Through our studies and our experiences, that spark has been nurtured, growing into a flame of knowledge, of compassion, of dedication. But our journey doesn't end here. Like the eternal flame, our commitment to spiritual care must be continually tended. As we go forth in the world, we carry this flame with us. It will guide us through challenges. It will illuminate the path for those that we serve and inspire others to join the sacred work that we've embarked on. Remember, just as a single flame can light countless lamps without ever diminishing itself, the wisdom and compassion we've cultivated here can touch innumerable lives, countless lives, without ever being depleted. In fact, as what I've learned, the more we share, the brighter our inner flame burns. So my dear fellow graduates, as we stand at this threshold, ready to step into our roles as Hindu spiritual spirit providers, let us embrace the immense responsibility and opportunity before us. We are not just caregivers. We are torchbearers of an ancient and living tradition. Let us go forth in the spirit of Karma Yoga, performing our duties with skill and devotion without attachment to the fruits of our actions. Let us see the entire world as our family, extending our care beyond all boundaries. Let us never hesitate to ask those 4 words, how can I help? For in that simple question truly lies the essence of our calling. I leave you with these words from our beloved Upanishads. Lead us from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. Thank you, and may your journey in spiritual care bring light and healing to the world and be continually blessed by the divine. Hari Om.
Thank you very much, Zachary ji. Usha ji, you're up next. Introducing the next program.
So we have, okay, let me just get up. Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted, yes.
Okay. So I was just, I reached out to all the scholars, leaders all across for segments of entertainment that we could insert appropriately. And Meena Devi ji, Motilal, she's one person who responded, right? And I just remembered something. Tulsi Das ji, right? Like so many people have wanted to and have rewritten the Ramayana in so many languages. Tulsidas was a Sanskrit scholar. He sat on the Ganges River and he wanted to write the Ramayana. He started writing in Sanskrit. Every day he would write a section, go to bed, come back wake up in the morning, look at his work, blank, wiped out. This happened a few days and he was concerned. He said, what am I doing wrong here? He stayed awake and he saw Lord Shiva come and wipe it clean. And he said, why? What did I do wrong that you're just wiping off all my work like this? And Shiva said, I want you to write in the language that reach out to the masses, right? And that I think is so appropriate to HSCI. We want to reach out to everybody who needs care. And very, very appropriately, Meena ji with her 2 cohorts, right, is going to be presenting us with verses that she has sung with her partner Kanaya ji, accompanied by Rajesh ji. A few verses from Ramcharitamanas.
Oh
Thank you, Meena ji, and your team for this very wonderful, very soulful bhajan. So wonderful to hear it. Usha ji, thank you for bringing us all the speakers and entertainment from across the world. So thank you for doing that. Smriti ji, with your permission, we move to the graduation oath. All right. So this is the part where we invite all the scholars to stand up and take the graduation oath. This is an oath that has been created by the HSCI board. It is an oath of service. I'm going to bring that up on the screen right over here. And essentially, the oath says exactly as it says on the box, which is it is an oath of service to all, irrespective of who they are and where they are and what they and what their conditions are. So for this, I would like to urge you to just eyeball this oath over here, memorize it. You don't need to memorize it. I will say it out loud. I'm going to ask you to stand up and please place a hand on the heart and another right hand up and take this oath with me. You can repeat after me. You're still on mute, hopefully. But please take this oath.
We would like to see your certificates if you can.
If you can hold up your certificates, even better. Wonderful.
Your certificates and your hand taking the oath.
All right.
Manipulate that.
As a graduate of HSCI's graduate certificate courses, I will serve anyone who seeks my help, regardless of their ethnic origin, religious affiliation, or social standing. I will serve to the best of my ability with compassion and humility. I will abstain from any behavior that could cause harm and exercise care to maintain strict confidentiality and respect for all concerned. Hari Om. You may bring your hands down, and congratulations on your graduation. Congratulations to each of the 37 graduates and to your families. We heard from you. We have heard from you how this program has changed you and how it has brought a fragrance to your social life. And so thank you for all of that. Now, I'd like to, Usha ji, are we highlighting every individual?
Yes, please.
All right, wonderful. All right. So would you like to do the honors of going through the list? I will highlight them up on the screen. Swati ji is not able to join, but she's we begin with Swati ji, right? Right. Okay. Okay. So Swati ji is up first. She's not able to join right now. Next up, I believe we have.
Let me call them alphabetically. Can I call them alphabetically out?
You can call them in any order you like. Yes.
I think we should just stick to the people here. Andy G. Andy.
Okay. Anyway, you're just doing okay, fine. We'll go through.
Yeah, I think that'll be easier for her. It's alphabetical here. So
yes, correct.
Can you, we're going to spotlight you. Can you hold up your certificate? And yeah, congratulations. Then we have Anusha ji.
And you can say one sentence.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to share, unmute and you can say one sentence.
Who's next? Usha, are you just going through the list? You're just going through the list.
Anusha ji, I think that's faster.
Sorry, we don't have the certificates yet, so I'm just attending this. There's a physical certificate, but I don't know how to share the physical.
No, it's in the mail. It's in the mail.
Yeah, I've got it. Let me just, yeah.
We'll move on to, yeah, thank you. Take care.
Usha ji, did we miss Acharya ji, Acharya Brahmadev ji? He's above Andy ji on the list that I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. Acharya ji. Yes. How did I miss A? And yeah. Do you want to say a sentence? Yeah. Everybody gets to say a sentence.
Namaste ji, thanks to all in the spirit of one for all and all for one. Thank you.
Thank you, Smriti ji.
Hey,
Smriti ji, yeah, can you unmute? Yeah,
Thank you all. Thank you all.
okay. And then we have Ashok ji.
Namaste to all. I don't have my certificate with me, but I will be seeing future cohorts also. So I am looking forward to working with HSCI.
Ashok ji is going to be joining the functional leaders as an associate dean. So you'll be seeing more of Ashok ji. All right. Usha ji.
Yeah.
Sorry, Usha ji, who's next? Bhageshwari?
Bhageshwari ji. Yeah.
All right.
Unmute.
You're next. Yes.
We're just going to spotlight you. You can say, thank you.
You want to say anything?
Thank you for the wonderful journey. I met many good souls out of here. I'm really hoping to carry forward from this journey. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Hetal ji. Yes. You can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Namaskar and much gratitude for all the faculty and my fellow graduates, and look forward to serving more as we go forward. Yeah, thank you very much.
Kiranji.
Namaste. Thank you for this wonderful journey. I've met many wonderful souls from South Africa. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ji. Congratulations to everybody. I have Meena ji. Well,
I have Marco ji up first.
Marco ji, yeah, he disappeared for some reason. Okay. There
No, he's here. He's on the screen. I'm seeing him.
Okay.
Hari Om, everyone. My gratitude to the leaders of HSCI. Thank you for this opportunity, and wishing all my fellow graduates all the best on your journey. Looking forward to serving all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marco.
He's another one. Pleasure. Thank you. And then we have Meena ji. Yeah.
Namaste to everybody. It was an absolutely awesome journey, and we've met a lot of people on the way, and I hope that I would be a great service to humanity as a Karma Yogi. Thank you so much to the pioneers that put this magnificent program together.
We have Nisha ji.
Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the global network and experience. Thank you so much.
Sadhna ji, going next.
Sadhna ji is not on video, I'm saying. So.
Okay. Raj ji, I can see.
Namastubhyam. Thank you so much. On lighter note, Usha ji and Gaurav ji, in ancient India, after the graduation from Gurukul, a student used to give gifts of cows. So let me know as your student if I can have a cow as a gift to you guys. Thank you.
That's so sweet of you. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Sarita ji.
Vanakkam and Prem Namaskar. Mika Nandri to the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute. Congratulations to everyone. These were profound lessons in love, and I will serve with love. Thank you.
I love how you always wrap up with Mika Nandri. I love that. Thank you. Next we have Rajinder ji. Yeah, you're
mute.
Yeah.
Thank you, Usha ji.
Namaste to all, and thank you to all the teachers.
Sorry.
Then we have Ramji.
Thank you, Rajinder ji. Sorry. Ramji, you're up next. Sorry.
नमस्कार सबको, गुरुजनों को प्रणाम, सहपाठियों को बधाई हो, and at the end I will say how can I help you? I am here any way I can help my classmates, my faculty members, or the institute. Hari Om, Om Shanti.
Thank you, Ji. Roshika Ji?
Namaste, everyone. Absolutely humbled to be a part of this journey. Thank you for all of your support along the way and the time that you've devoted to this course.
Samyukta Ji?
Hi. Thank you, Ushaji, for making it possible for me to get this. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of my life, my journey, and my future, and my past. Thank you.
Thank you. Sarita Ji next.
Sheetal Ji.
Okay, Sheetal Ji.
Namaste, everyone, and thank you so much for the opportunity to serve. Have a wonderful day.
Sarita Ji.
Shubhada Ji. I'll bring Sarita Ji, sorry.
Shubhada Ji.
Namaste. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to connect and guiding me through this wonderful journey. Thank you all. Thank you.
Next, we have Sarita Ji.
Namaskaram. Thank you very much. This is my certificate. Thank you very much for helping me out, everyone. And Guru Bhyo Nama, all the teachers who've helped me out. And thank you, Ushaji, for really guiding me through to finish this in this cohort. And as everybody was saying, how can I help? And I'm here to help in any what way you can. Thank you.
Sarita Ji went through a lot of physical challenges, and we're very proud you're graduating today. Congratulations. Then we have Yashpal Ji. Benji.
Namaste, everyone. I'm deeply grateful for the support throughout my chaplaincy course and thrilled to have graduated from this transformative course program. And yeah, once again, thank you so much, and congratulations to everyone in my. Thank you.
Last but not least, Zachary Ji. And then if I missed anybody, please do let us know.
My deepest gratitude to all the members of HSCI, my classmates, everyone that has made this possible. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Satya Ji, one second. I'm trying to look for Satya Ji. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, how did we? Yeah, she
I
was
missed
there.
Satya Ji. Yeah, my bad. Yes.
Yeah.
You can see it. Yes.
Yes, we can see it now. Yes.
Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Rama Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda.
Govinda.
Thank you all to my fellow classmates and all my teachers. Zachary's message is a resonating sound that's going to stay with all of us. How can I help? So I am at your disposal for any kind of help, for the institute, for my classmates, for the community. I'm there to serve. Thank you.
And this is the truth, okay? She started on this journey of how can I help about less than halfway through the course. We appreciate everything you do for us, Satya Ji. Thank you. Congratulations.
Did we miss anyone?
Can you wave if I think we got everybody.
Well, congratulations to all the graduates. This is a long, hard 10 months journey that you participated in, taking time away from Sharadji. We missed Sharadji. And how did we miss Sharadji? Who's smiling at 4 in the morning or whatever time it is in Tanzania.
Namaste. Thank you.
That's from
Yeah,
Tanzania.
we can hear you. Yes.
I'm going to
You guys-
blame Gauraji for that.
So good
So
to see
thank you
you.
so much for the start of this wonderful, enlightening journey. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ji.
Yeah, Ushaji, I fall on the sword for that one. It's all good.
I'm glad you caught it.
But Sharadji has been up since 3:30 in the morning or whatever.
Sharadji has been
Sadhana Ji is back online, so let me see. Sadhana Ji is here. Yes.
Thank
Please
you
go
so
ahead.
much, everyone. I really appreciate being part of this journey. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. And then who's on Luke? Is that someone we should?
And Rajesh ji, do we know? I hope it's not.
That's Vijay, I think.
Okay.
Well, wonderful. Congratulations to all the graduates. Congratulations to your families. And we wish to see your own dollar account thrive and grow and prosper as you serve the community and truly make a difference to the world in making a better place. So congrats again. With that, Punitji, I turn it over to you to introduce the Karma Yoga awardees.
Namaskar, everyone. Congratulations, the graduates. It is wonderful to see you all setting forth and going forward and culminating your hard efforts. So I'm here today. What a privilege indeed to introduce our Karma Yogi Award awardee, Dr. Mukund Acharya, whom I've had the privilege of knowing for the past several years. And I think all of you know him well too. So it's great when, you know, the person that you're awarding is someone that you have all had a contact and mentorship with. Dr. Mukund Acharya, he's a true Karma Yogi. He spends almost all his wakeful hours thinking, planning, doing service for others. His commitment to service is an inspiration to all of us at HSCI. He has been a pillar of steadfast contribution as part of the founding board of HSCI. His attention to detail has helped HSCI to have a solid, sound curriculum. His classes are engaging, as we all know, and his mentorship is invaluable. Mukundji is also a co-founder of Sukham, a volunteer organization that promotes healthy aging within the South Asian community. Despite his direction and management of volunteer organizations, he's a busy foot soldier. So he doesn't just rest in sort of being there with the administrative heads. He is a busy foot soldier providing compassionate presence to patients at Stanford Hospital as a volunteer. He's involved in practicing and promoting hospice care in the Bay Area and beyond. An engaging writer, he's a regular columnist with India Currents, a Bay Area publication. He writes about issues that influence the quality of life of the Indian graduate. And I am indeed really privileged, and HSCI is honored to have him as its integral member, faculty, and guide, and really proud to present him with the Karma Yogi Award of 2024.
Thank you so much, Punitji, for your lovely remarks. I would also like to thank HSCI's board members for granting me this honor, and I accept this award with deep gratitude and humility. I want to begin with my heartfelt congratulations to the graduating scholars of Cohort 6 and to the 8 trailblazing pioneers of HSCI's Global Pathway to Hindu Interreligious Chaplaincy. It has been a pleasure to interact with all of you this past year, and I wish you every success as you build on your accomplishments to pursue a life in service of others. A few of you have asked me what led me to my service and why is it that I do what I do. Well, we are all a product of our lived experiences, and the twists and turns of our lives takes us to where we are. And very often there's a defining event or incident that can send us down a fork in the road towards an unplanned destination. I spent 40 years in aerospace as a researcher, a professor, and a technologist. I worked on 3 different continents, in academia, in government, and in industry. But in all that time, I never visualized where I would be where I am today. My experience as a companion and caregiver for my wife, watching her deal with serious illness with both determination and grace, and constantly being at her side as she navigated the trajectory of her illness was that defining experience for me. Our joint experience taught us a lot and changed my outlook and aspirations. After she left us 10 years ago, I decided to hang up my scientist and engineer's hat and devote myself to the advocacy, support, and education of patients and families dealing with serious illness. Now, I had no specific idea of what work I would do in this area when I started down this path. I began by knocking on doors, introducing myself, and stating my intent. Sometimes things worked well, and other times not so well. Then new opportunities began to come my way, and people began knocking on my door. This past decade has been a constant learning and growing experience. I don't know what opportunities lie ahead, but I do know that ultimately, whatever I choose to do, the work is its own reward. I will leave you with one thought as you develop your own pathway of service. As long as you are passionate about what you do, care about what you do, and continue to learn from others and from your own experience, you will get to where you want to be. Now, Swami Vivekananda described this aspect of service to others extremely well. And I'll quote, "Every act of love brings happiness. There is no act of love which does not bring peace and blessedness as its reaction." So I am blessed. Thank you. And let us all appropriate the 4 words that Zachary ji has given us today and ask, how can I help? Thank you and best wishes to you.
Mangalaji, may I now invite you to introduce the next Karma Yoga honoree?
Thank you, Gauravji. Namaste, everyone. My hearty congratulations to all the graduates of Cohort 6 and all the pioneers that have done a lot of trailblazing with the ICP program. Dr. Mihir Meghani, our second Karma Yoga honoree, is not here with us today. He was unable to attend, but it is my honor and privilege to introduce him to you. Dr. Meghani has been saving lives as an emergency care physician for more than 2 decades. While that by itself is an incredible service to the community, he has taken it to the next level with his passion for advancing the causes of Hindu Americans, defending human rights, promoting pluralism, supporting environmental sustainability. He recognized the importance of educating America about Hinduism as not just a religion, but a way of life when the Indian diaspora in America was still in its infancy. And he also recognized the need for advocacy of Hindu Americans decades ago. So his passion and foresight resulted in the founding of Hindu American Foundation, HAF, in 2003. HAF is actually a Hindu advocacy group with the distinction of being the first of its kind. So as a board member and co-founder of HAF, Dr. Meghani has been contributing to the growth of the organization in many ways for the last 20 years. He emphasizes the importance of balanced teaching of Hinduism in American textbooks. And he also wants us to address the challenge of a lack of firm understanding of what is at stake for the community. He strongly encourages addressing this challenge by giving back to the community and establishing institutions to sustain the Hindu American civilization. And Dr. Meghani is one of those, people not just talk the talk, but also walk the walk. Dr. Meghani is very well known for being one of the biggest Indian American donors for Hindu causes in the United States. Dr. Meghani and his colleagues at the Hindu American Foundation have donated millions of dollars. Yes, millions of dollars to promote the well-being of all the people on the planet and to ensure accurate understanding and representation of Hindus and Hinduism in the public sphere. We are extremely proud to honor Dr. Meghani as a true Karma Yogi today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mangalaji. Mihirji said he may not have a good network, so he left with me his message. I'm going to play that with your permission.
Namaste. It's wonderful to join you virtually today, but I do wish I could have joined you in person or live virtually. Nevertheless, I'm really honored to receive this Certificate of Excellence from the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute. I've been involved in some of the thought process of HSCI from its beginning, while Kailash Joshi took the lead, and I've been honored to be a part of HSCI as it's moved forward in a small way, but also as a donor. The work that HSCI is doing is incredible. Right now, the programs of HSCI fulfill major needs in our community. This award, the Certificate of Recognition for Karma Yoga, is really important, and I'm honored to be receiving it along with the other stalwarts in our community that I see receiving it, like Mukund Acharya, and also Acharya Arumaganatha Swami, one of my mentors who's giving the address today. Karma Yoga is really what inspired me to get involved in Hindu activism when I was 9 years old as a second-generation Hindu American. At that time, I lived in New Jersey and then Pennsylvania, Michigan, and I've been here in Northern California, where I know many people who are actively leading or involved in HSCI, as well as a group that I co-founded in 2003, the Hindu American Foundation. All our paths are common here because we're all trying to help maintain the great and beneficial aspects and traditions of our 5,000-year-old culture. We're trying to sustain it and keep its relevance, not only in this time, but in a land that's very foreign to the ancient homeland of Hindus. I'm so glad that HSCI has brought in diasporic Hindus from South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, and many other countries around the world. That's really great. And I'm glad that HSCI is partnering with other groups in the community and that we have a strong partnership with HSCI and the Hindu American Foundation. I hope all those.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Meherji, for your wonderful message. And our Karma Yoga Award highlights those members of the society that have gone above and beyond and serve as an example to the rest of us. And Meherji is definitely, and Mukundji are both wonderful examples of the possibility of service in the community. So thank you very much, Meherji, for your acceptance as well. Now it is my distinct pleasure to, well, actually, let me tell you a little about the technology first, and then I have the pleasure of introducing to you Kailashji. I had talked to you about at the front end about the technology, but imagine that anyone who needs help anywhere in the world, irrespective of, time, space, and demographic, what their religious affiliation and so on, imagine that they'll be able to reach Hindu spiritual care wherever they are, as easily as you might be able to pick up your phone and scan a menu in a restaurant. So the technology that we built in, through a simple QR code, you can scan it and you can send us a message. We'll reach out to you, and one of our counselors, We'll ask you about your language requirements and the kind of problems that you want to talk about, or the kind of issues you want to talk about. And then we will find you someone from around the world who will be able to have a very confidential video conversation with you, all seamlessly. It's all, it's everyone has a smartphone these days. Every smartphone has WhatsApp these days. And that's it. That's all the technology you ever need to be able to communicate with us privately and confidentially. So all that technology has been built, and we're calling it Traya Care. Traya stands for, of course, the Tapatraya, the three afflictions that affect us all. And in those three afflictions, the Hindu spiritual care counselors are available to serve using the power of technology. And so this year, you're going to see the application of this technology at work, but also you're going to see it in action with what's it called, with the class as well. So there's a lot to look forward to, and I hope that you are able to follow along. All right. With that being said, I'm going to introduce to you Kailashji. And it is my distinct honor to introduce to you Kailashji, who's president and founder of the Hindu Spiritual Care Institute and of AIF, of TAI, of so many wonderful public service organizations that Kailashji, after a wonderful long career at IBM, has over the last 3 decades created amazing institutions of note, but none more important than HSCI, I hasten to add. Kailashji is not only the heart of the institute, he's also the head and the hands and the legs. He is he is everything and more. He is up every day, as he says to me, I've opened my shop, let's get to work. And then late at night, I'll get a voice message from him saying, well, the shop's still open. Let's keep going. So Kailashji, it is my distinct honor to introduce you and to request you to give us your president's closing remarks on our 6th graduation.
I'm going to say something here. I was in the Bay Area with my older son and his family. And one night about 9 p.m., my daughter-in-law looks at my son and says, did you notice something? And he said, what? And she said, Kailashji hasn't called today and mom hasn't taken his name yet today.
Day is not done. Kailashji, please. You are on mute. I will request you to unmute, something like that. No, you're still mute.
I think I should be okay.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yes.
Yes. So somehow it's
we can hear you now. Yes, Kailashji.
Unmute myself. Yeah, I'm doing that. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
So I think I'd like to self-introduce myself as probably one of the most fortunate people who has had the opportunity to run into situations where like-minded people were thinking beyond themselves in a very interesting, innovative kind of way, something that has not been done before. So that is kind of I find that very attractive. Something kind of a crazy, but something that has a utility down the road and something that may be very useful. So that's what happened to HSCI. Before I go further, I want to mention to you that every year, at every graduation, I introduce Gauravji, and I introduce him as what I call the MVP, the most valuable player. So I think I don't think we can go beyond most for defining his role. He's in every part of everything we do. I have to admit, we are kind of a partners in crime. Every day we have 3 or 4 new ideas, and we may take one forward. And our idea list keeps adding up. But the good thing is that this serendipity has brought us to a place where we have established an amazing team of about 300 people in this world, highly sophisticated, highly committed, highly educated, that I think now we have reached a critical mass where the concept of Hindu spiritual care, Hindu chaplaincy will grow. It will not decline. That assurance we have now. I think I want to again thank all the guests, everybody to join, families and friends who are on the other link. Actually, you don't see them here, but we are very appreciative of their participation, of their support. And for the graduating class, I would like to say deep and hearty congratulations to you for putting up with us for 10 months with all the chasing and reminding and the pushing we've done. But you all performed beautifully, came through with our requirements. And today is a beautiful day for us to be celebrating that. So again, congratulations and thank you. Going forward, I have only a few things to add for the general awareness, by the way, for our attendees today. If we had to pay everyone to do what we do at HSCI as volunteers in real dollars, that we call them Ohm dollars. That
नहीं सविता तेरे लिए चाहिए ना whatever brand you want me to I'll get it from you from Indian store, okay?
Gaurav, could you please?
Yeah, I'm just finding the, okay, there you go. Done. Kailash, please go ahead.
So we pay people in what we call Ohm dollars, which is the equivalent in if we had to compensate them, what would we pay them? Our Ohm dollar amount as of this cohort now is over 5 million. Our total amount over these 6 cohorts now is over $5 million US. So that is how we believe we've been able to build this institution. Raising money is very tedious, very difficult, especially for Hindu matters in the Hindu community. We know it's not that easy. So we are grateful that we have achieved this milestone. So for the graduates, I say 3 or 4 things. Stay engaged with us at HSCI, get onboarded for teleservices, which are going to take off. Carry on. We're going to have a specialization program launched this coming year. You can look at that as possibly joining that part also. But more important, I go back to Zachary G's comment about spark, convert to flame. I think you have a spark. It's up to you to make that into a flame and sustain that flame and go and create other flames from that flame. I think that's a very, very good visualization of the opportunities in front of you. And I think we really need more people. We've come here through word of mouth. You need to participate. You need to do your bit in this word of mouth and send us the cohort 7 class of people as capable and as committed as you are. That's the way to carry things forward. So with that appeal, I say thank you to all. Smriti ji, you've done a great job hosting the program and brought that energy into this whole process. We appreciate that very much. And at this point, I would say I think we are ready for your concluding remarks, Smriti ji, and then Gaurav ji can do the concluding prayer. Thank you again.
Thank you, Kailash ji. Wow, what an awesome day it has been. HSCI is built by the community, for the community, from the community, and we all are joined together in HSCI's pursuit to deploy Hindu tradition to work in the service of humanity. In Australian Aboriginal language, Bunji means a group of people or community who shares the spirit of togetherness. I wish you all to continue to be Bunji and pursue your path of service to humanity. All this is possible because we all stay connected through the global HSCI Sangha. At this time, I would like to extend my humble pranam to the visionaries who started HSCI. My sincere thanks to our special guests, esteemed faculties, functional leaders for their participation today. Finally, I wish to congratulate all my fellow graduates for the successful completion of the SCT and CST courses. Being together with a purpose, we all are Bunji to serve humanity through Hindu spiritual values. Womenjika and Namaskaram. And now I would like to welcome Gaurav to kindly do the closing prayers.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Smriti. Wonderfully done. I want to thank you. And I want to call out something that's very obvious. We have people today from all over the world. The wonderful musical program that you saw was from South Africa. Smriti ji is in Australia. You heard from Kauai. You heard from California. You heard from Philippines. You heard from Singapore. You heard from Tanzania. There are people all around the world in this diaspora. So I want to thank everyone for coming together in this wonderful program. And I now invite all of you to join us in the closing prayers, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. We're going to chant Om once and then do the closing prayers. You can sit comfortably in any posture. Sit with your back straight. Close your eyes. Keep the back straight and the back, neck, and head in a straight line. Now close your eyes and relax the expression on the face. Now bring a gentle quarter moon smile to your face. Just hold the smile and let the smile travel in with your breath and into your heart, and let it stay in your heart. Let your heart smile. Let the smile now radiate out with you with the blessings that we're about to chant. Bring your palms together in Namaskar Mudra. We're going to chant Om once and then the closing prayer, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Exhale completely. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Inhale and chant. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take your arms behind you, grab your right wrist with the left hand and breathing in, stretch. Breathing out, bend forward in a deep sense of surrender. Come back up, breathing in, release your hands, rub your palms together to generate some heat and gently cup your eyeballs, transfer that heat. And then blinking, open your eyes and pull your palms back like an open book. Namaskar and congratulations to everyone, and to thank you to you and your families for participating in this, and to everyone watching online, namaskar to you too. May you all have a great day and a wonderful time. Namaskar. Bye-bye.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone.
Yes.